ever heard of like setting the tone? So think about this. Think about if you have a conversation with somebody and they come at you in a manner that's a little bit off-putting. That sets the tone for that conversation because you're going to be like, I don't like how they started this off. So that's setting the tone. So in your business, you need to be setting the tone for every single month. So today, we're going to talk about 3 things that you should be doing to set the tone in your business. And that means closing out that month and preparing for the next month. So we're talking about closing out the month over here, okay? And I'm going to give you 3 action steps for you to implement in your business today. But first, if you don't know, hey y'all, hey, I'm Tequila Jarrett, the $1 Million Cleaning Coach, and I'm in the business of teaching you residential and commercial cleaning service owners how to develop reliable teams, expand your clientele, and create the effective processes that are going to help you build those profitable 6- and 7-figure cleaning businesses. First, if you haven't subscribed to my page, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified every time that I go live. Okay, but let's get into it. So, when you think about closing out your business, it's not something that you should say, oh, I feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. It's critical. It is literally required. So, what I want you to think about whenever you think of me, or whenever you are in my presence, I want you to think about sustainability. That's what I teach. I don't teach you how to just make some quick money. I teach you how to make money, keep the money, and allow the money to keep being brought into the business. So sustainability, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So in order for you to prepare for your growth, which should be monthly, you got to close out the month. Just a bank closes out the month. So I'm a real estate broker. And one of the things that they do at the office is the last 2 days of the month, anything that got to do with finance, do not contact the financial department because they are literally closing out the books. And it is required in order for you to start over. So one of the things that I always tell you all is that when you are operating your business, you should be starting your books at $0. So everything that was brought in that previous month should have been allocated somewhere. So your accounts receivable should be 0. Of course, you might have outstanding accounts receivables and those are logged, but in the actual account, it should be 0. So when you think about that's closing it out and starting it again. So one thing that we have to do when we're closing out our books is that we got to assess what our performance was. And that's in terms of your goals and your KPIs. Did we reach whatever the goal was, whether it was a sales goal, whether it was a lead goal, whether it was a re-engagement goal, whatever your goal was, did you reach that goal? And reviewing that is going to help you to determine if what you're doing is working or it's not working, because you're going to have those specific KPIs, which means these are the key things that are going to indicate whether we're on track for our performance. So meaning, you know that you need to contact this many businesses to get this many leads, but you need this many leads to reach your sales goal. So if you know that, hey, I know I need to make contact with 500 people this month to get 7 leads, which is going to convert over to 2 clients, you're able to look at, did I contact or reach that, let's say 500 people? Did I get the 7 conversions? If it did not happen, then there is where the review comes in. What did we do that we could improve, or maybe we need to change? But if you're not tracking literally what you're doing as far as performance, guess what? How can you improve on it? Because there's always room for improvement. Okay. The more efficient and effective you become in your processes, the faster you can grow your business. Everybody wants the speed. We want to start and then we want to scale it in 2 to 3 months. It don't work like that. It's going to take time. And the reason being is because you want to get to what they call passive, meaning that you've built up your clientele with so many recurring clients that you literally don't have to do any more work because your work is now speaking for itself, and you're going to just continue to add more people and add more people and add more people. But if you don't have the processes in place, that's never going to happen. Now that you've looked at the performance, you looked at whether you achieved your goals, whether it be financial, whether it be sales, whether it be leads. Now, one of the things that you really should do is hold your monthly employee contractor staff meeting. Okay. And this is your time to recognize, first of all, the team for have met the goals, recognizing anybody that during your assessing of the performance, you feel like they overachieved that month and they helped the company maybe secure 3 or 4 new clients. Their performance or efficiency was at a 95%. So you want to take this time after you've assessed the performance and hold that company meeting where you can first recognize, acknowledge, and reward any team members or contractors who have performed exemplary like service. They've done a great job. They need to be recognized. This is a perfect time. This is also a perfect time for you to say, okay, last month we didn't reach our goal, or last month we had 7 complaints, which puts us at a percentage rate based off of the number of clients that we have. We're at about an 8% dissatisfaction rate. Our goal for this month is to decrease that to 2%. Okay. And what we intend to do to decrease that is this. But again, if you haven't taken the time to assess the performance and then communicate that with the team, how do you intend to grow a sustainable business with teams and people to help you grow? So when I say help you to build reliable teams, this is one way: communicating what the business is doing. People love to see it. The communication is key. That's my point. Okay. But you can't communicate anything that you haven't assessed. You see how this all works? It worked like one got to go with the next one. Then the next one got to go with the next one. And you can't get to the 10th step if you didn't took the first 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. I'm just saying it don't work like that. Okay. So we have assessed our performance. We have communicated with our staff. The last thing that I want you guys to do. Now, there are a lot of other things that should be done to close out your month, but I feel like these are the most important to help you to increase your revenue. The more efficient that we can get our businesses, the faster we can increase our revenue. Okay. So the last one is I want you to create some sales goals based off of your performance review. So we're not just looking at the information, we're looking at it to see, are we on track for our goals? Right. If you don't know how to keep track of that, I got a money manager for you. Okay. It's going to help you to stay on track with your revenue goals. So a lot of times we don't even know how far off we are from our goals, but I created something just for cleaners that will help you to stay on track with your goals. Okay. So figure out what activities, because again, in your performance review, you're also going to be looking at how well your activities as far as marketing performed. So I want to know, if I spent $150 on ads on Facebook, did I get the return on the investment that I was looking for? I want to know, if I spent $300 to send out direct mail campaigns, I want to know if I got the return on those campaigns. So you want to be reviewing what your marketing activities are doing. So when you create these new sales goals, you're going to be putting the activities behind them. Now, your activities that you're intending on doing should already be planned out. That's one thing that we do is we plan for the year. But remember, nothing is set in stone but concrete. So if it's not in the concrete, that means you can adjust it. So if you say, hey, this is what we originally planned for our marketing activities for this month, but I see that last month we did so well with this activity that we want to continue that because we met our sales goals. So we're going to just do a little adjusting to what we originally had planned to do for marketing. And now we're going to continue this activity because we reached the goal and it did what it was supposed to do. It gave what it was supposed to give. Okay. It gave what it was supposed to give. If y'all don't laugh with me when I be laughing, that's okay because I'm always going to laugh at myself, okay? Because I think I'm hilarious, y'all, okay? You ever met somebody that just crack themselves up? That is me. My son be looking at me like, Mommy, what you laughing at? You didn't think that was funny? Oh, shame on you because it was hilarious to me, okay? So listen, y'all. Starting this month, I want you to assess what you did this month. If you got one staff member, you going to hold your first employee meeting. If you got one contractor, I want you to have a meeting. Let them know what's going on because they're an intricate part of what you do. The more that you can involve them and put them in the mix, the more engaged that they're going to be and want to be a contributing factor to the company's success. Okay, so we developing people around here. And the third thing is we're going to create those new sales goals and we're going to make sure that our marketing activities align with our sales goals. Okay, so those are the three things. That's it. Remember, I got some stuff that will help you to build your business and streamline these processes. All you got to do is click that link. But as always, I greatly appreciate you all being here. So if this your first time, make sure you click that subscribe button. It's somewhere around there. And hit that notification bell. I know that's up there. Okay. And I want you to hit it so that you get notified every time that I go live. Peace, love, overflow, blessings. Bye.